Hi, it's Lindsay here with Inner Sanctuary Be Inspired. This is our first new moon gathering. It is a meditation gathering, and it just so happens that this falls on a super new moon, making it even more magical and powerful. Um, Most of us are familiar with the moon's effect on the tides. So if you just think of even that, the power to ebb and flow, that's really what this is about at the most basic level. The intention for this new moon meditation gathering is to set aside time to focus on what's not working in our lives, what we need to release so that we are free to grab new things, new opportunities, new possibilities that we otherwise wouldn't have space for. Um, and so, with that, this is going to unfold very naturally, very organically. Everything's going to happen in real time. You're going to have a segment of time to write down some things that you want to release if you're aware of them. And then we'll move into the meditation. And afterwards, we'll also take some time to write down new intentions. And through the meditation, you may become aware of things that you want to release that you didn't know about before. And so, in doing that, after the meditation is done, you may have new inspiration of things that you want to bring into your life. So, that's going to be a very important part also before we close, is to set those new intentions. And then after that, we'll just have some time to chat. You can ask questions, or we'll just talk about whatever. So, we're going to wait a couple of more minutes and just enjoy settling into this space as people get settled, and go ahead and grab pen and paper if you don't have that, and just take a few moments to get comfortable, relax, slow down. I know most people are running to get here. All right. I have my diffuser going with essential oils. It's the Sunrise blend that I just posted about this week. It has bergamot, wild orange, marjoram, and black pepper. And it just so happened that it turned out to be a good blend for release and inspiration. It's funny how that stuff works out. I also made some jasmine tea. It's my favorite. So soothing and relaxing. So we're just going to wait one more minute. Get everybody on the same page. So if you're just joining us, we're just settling in with our pen and paper. Haven't really started anything yet, just getting comfortable. I've checked out some of the controls. All right, we're going to go ahead and open with a prayer. And if you've worked with me before, you've heard it. Let's take a deep breath together. God, we invite you into this sacred space, that you may open our hearts to divine wisdom and healing. We ask our angels, guides, all divine beings to assist us in the work we do today, that our mind, body, and spirit be guided by perfect love, and all else is released from this space. And so it is. All right. So if You have your pen and paper. The first thing we're going to do is write down some things that you know you do want to release. Things that, whether it's a behavior, a relationship, the way you feel about someone or yourself, anything that's just causing you resistance or frustration. Anything you can think of, no matter how big or small, any fears, even memories, pain, discomfort in your body. And let's just take a few moments and focus on those things. Again, writing them down if you do have your pen and paper. Okay. Hopefully you have a few things written down, and if you want to share over in the group chat, you can. Sometimes people even start the process of release just by sharing, so I always like to present that opportunity for people. All right, and so as we hold these things in our focus, these things that we want to release, we're going to move in to the meditation section. And while we do that, I'm actually going to put a nice little picture on the screen for you. Maybe. Okay, maybe not. Moving right along. Okay, let's go ahead and take our deep breaths together. And then when you're ready, go ahead and close your eyes. And these next few moments, we have nothing to do except focus on the things that haven't been working out, one breath at a time, and then letting them go. So let's take a deep breath together. And just begin to exhale any stress, any tension, any worries from the day. And breathing in, a nice big deep breath, following it all the way in, deep into your belly. Feeling it relax you even more. And again, exhaling. a little more tension, a little more stress, a little more of those worries. And follow another breath in, all the way down, holding it just for a moment, and then releasing. And continuing with your eyes closed, I'd like for you to imagine you're walking along the shore of the beach. You can feel your feet on the sand, softly stepping, one foot after another. You become aware of the sound of the waves lapping on the shore. And with every wave that rolls out, more of that stress, more of that tension just flows away. Now you find a chair just off the edge of the shore and you sit down and you get really comfortable. The temperature is just perfect. You take in all the sounds, the smells. Again, noticing those waves rolling out, continuing to pull any negative energy out of your body. Now take your attention to your feet. And I'd like for you to imagine there are cords running from your feet down through the sand, deep into the earth, drawing out all the nourishment that you need. Up those cords begins to flow a beautiful white light. And as it reaches your feet, they become warm and relaxed. It flows on up through your ankles, your calves. It swirls around your knees, relaxing them even more. It flows on up through your thighs and your hips, and your whole lower body is perfectly warm and perfectly relaxed. It continues to flow on up through your abdomen, into your chest, relaxing every little muscle, allowing you to breathe even deeper. It feels so good to just let go. It flows on up through your back, your shoulders, down through each arm. Now your entire body is full of this beautiful light and completely relaxed. It moves deep into your neck, releasing any last tension on up through your head, around your mouth, behind your eyes, and across your scalp. It flows right out through the top of your head and showers you in the most beautiful, brightest light. Now your entire body is so relaxed. And as you've let go of the worries of daily life, you're able to see them, to feel them, to sense them in a whole new way. And in your mind's eye, as you sit in this chair on the beach, when you open your eyes, there's a big fire in front of you. And as you gaze into that fire, you may even receive messages about some of these worries, some of the frustrations, the resistance, the weight in your life that doesn't need to be there. In your pocket, you'll find those pieces of paper that you wrote down the things you want to release on. Reach down in your pocket and pull those out. Now, if you want, you may write some new things on there. And for the next few minutes, you're just going to focus on these things that are no longer serving you. The things that are holding you back from being your best self, from having the energy you desire, the motivation, the love in your heart, the drive just for everyday life. And observe whatever images you see, whatever thoughts pop up, sounds. And after you feel that you've gathered what you want to put into the fire, you'll go ahead and do that. So I'll be quiet for a few moments as you go through this process. As you're tossing these things that no longer serve you into the fire, you realize there are others around this fire also tossing in the things that are holding them back. And almost at the same time, we all look up above the fire and we notice the embers and the smoke spiraling into the sky. And just like you watch clouds and begin to see things in them, you begin to see the new possibilities. The things you've tossed into the fire are giving way and magically rising and being transformed into the things that you now have room and space for in your life. As you continue to gaze into the spiraling smoke and sparking embers, take another few moments to let yourself really become aware of what new possibilities await you, what your heart desires. And before we leave the fire, we all gather hands to seal this blessing, these prayers, these requests, our intentions. You may even notice exactly what each hand feels like on either side of you, the other person's hand. And then we slowly let go and turn around. And you begin your path back down the beach. One foot at a time in the sand. Each wave that rolls up on the shore brings new life, new possibilities. Perhaps you're even aware of how differently you feel on this journey back. Take your time walking back to this space and time. And when you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes. And we're all going to be quiet for a few more minutes while we write down those new intentions. right. I almost laughed a few times because I was thinking of things like who put out the fire when we walked away, and it doesn't really make sense to say, we'll all be quiet now because I'm only talking to myself since I'm the only voice you can hear. So we have written and set our new intentions and release things that are no longer serving us so that we have space to cultivate the new things we want to bring into our life. You don't really have too many people to interact with. We'll work on that for next time. But all in all, I'm so thankful that you were here with me, and hopefully the sound level was good and all that. Like I said, it was the first time, so I'm looking forward to hearing your feedback, and I'm gonna go ahead and stop the broadcast, but I will stay on to chat. All right, thank you so much. Have a wonderful night.